Coach, if you just want to opening statement.
Proud of our guys for their effort. I thought both teams played really, really hard out there. It was a great competition between two good rivals and a great atmosphere. And if you love college basketball, you have to love to be a part of the Manhattan Iona games. And really proud of our guys playing the way they did.
Tim, what would you say about the defensive effort, particularly on Richards and more importantly Wilson?
I thought overall, I don't even care who Richards, Wilson, whoever it may be. I just loved our efforts from start to finish tonight, and I thought that's what we needed. We needed to come out and show that we could play 40 minutes hard, especially I think after our last game. And I'm really proud of our guys to making a commitment to play much harder today than they had the last game. I think they were a little down on themselves for the way they approached the last game, and it was my fault that we approached it that way, so I'm glad they picked it up today.
Coach, can you comment on the fast start in the first half, and then also in the second half, when they make that little bit of run, being able to respond?
Got to look at Ibn Muhammad and Jihad Proctor, and I think those guys stepped up huge for us and made shots. I thought AJ's movement and sharing of the ball and keeping the defense looking for him, and on the other end defending and getting our guys into it, especially second half. It's a lot of times they're not in front of your bench, so you have to really rely on your players to communicate out there. And I thought he was doing a great job of communicating, along with the rest of the guys, but I think it starts with him, telling them when we were going to match, when we were going to switch, and things like that. And, you know, I thought it was a terrific job by him and the rest of the team.
Ibn's had some good games against Manhattan, 9 assists last year at their place, career high 15 tonight. Is there something about their matchups that you feel may enhance his game a little bit more?
Well, I think the energy level for every player in this game is through the roof to begin with, and I think Ibn has put in so much time working on his game, and especially his shot, and we've just told him when they're open to shoot, don't even think about it. And I think the fact that he's got the green light, he's looking around and knows that he's one of the better shooters on the team now and believes in himself, so tonight they left him open, and he made some big shots, you know, and when you're going to win games, you're going to win games because of your not your primary player most of the time. It's what the other guys do after that, and when they make plays where they give you an opportunity to win a game.
Going a 13-1 run after Capuano cuts it to 7 with 3 threes. How much of a momentum swinger did you feel that was? Did you think it decided the game ultimately?
Well, I don't know if it decided the game, but we needed a swing of momentum at that time, just like you said, they were on a little bit of a run themselves. I just thought the way the ball moved around, that was like Iona basketball. I don't think we've seen that all the time this year, but tonight it was 19 assists to 10 turnovers, and those are numbers that we try to achieve, and I think we were able to achieve it tonight because the players are very unselfish.
How big of a step do you think this is just for the team defensively, especially considering the last 4 games?
Well, I wouldn't say the last 4 because I thought we did a great job against St. Peter's for a half, and overall that game was very good too. I thought we had one really, really bad one in the last 3. The biggest thing that this does again is puts the onus on our players and our coaching staff to never allow the type of effort we had a game ago to happen again. And if that means if you're not playing hard, no matter who you are, we have to be more aware of what's going on with effort during the game. A lot of times coaches start looking at execution all over the place and we forget about the basics. And the players sometimes do too. So I think they really got back to the basics of let's play really hard today. And we're really proud, and we're going to hold them to that standard.
Coach, Jordan and Taylor just played a total of 18 minutes in the game, so he played kind of small. So like Aaron Roundtree really picked up the slack on rebounding.
No, he definitely did. We having the luxury of being able to play him out there, and then changes how you can do things offensively in your press break. We're putting 5 guys on the court who can handle the ball against them. Unfortunately, Jordan had a couple of foul calls that could have went either way. That put him on the bench a little bit because he's very, very tough to stop around the basket. I think he got beat a few times by their inside player getting the ball and being late positionally and then leaving his feet, and that's another growth area that he has to continue to improve in, and as a team we have to get better at.
Jihad Proctor also contributed, had a couple of key drives to the basket down the stretch.
I'll tell you what, the one shot right before the buzzer that didn't try to count, that was a huge play, and I think Jihad's very comfortable in the mid-range area, off the dribble especially, and that's where he finds his comfort zone. And he's still feeling his way around as a freshman, so he's looking up to the seniors a lot to make a lot of the plays, but when he has to make a play, he comes up with some really big ones for us, and tonight was a huge game for him in his progression as a player.
Anything else?
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Coach.